What's up, Yak fam? How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you a custom PIKAROM deck that you can use to get wins on Pokemon TCG Online. Let's check it out.
Oh, it's a Charmander!
We got the Charmander! All right, guys, so basically what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to open the doors. I'm going to pull open the curtain to the wizard and let you guys see the deck that I use to play Pokemon TCG Online on a regular basis. Okay, this isn't the only deck I use, as those of you that play and have played me and watch my streams knows, but I'm a very big fan of PIKAROM, and this is a deck that I have built to I tried to build this deck to be very aggressive but still have a couple of back doors in case of running into certain defensive decks and that sort of thing. So if you guys want a awesome deck that can get you some wins plus look really good in the process, then you guys are going to want to check this out. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you my Pokemon. I'm going to show you my trainers. I'm going to show you how many energy to have, and I'm going to tell you why you should have them. Let's do it, guys. All right, guys, here we go. We are in my game. And now let me throw out a little disclaimer here, guys. I'm not going to promise you that you're going to win every match. So don't come for me in the comments when you're like, hey man, I built the exact same deck and I got my ass kicked. It can't happen. You guys have seen me get mine handed to me using this very same deck. But guys, I do get wins with this deck. I wouldn't be showing you guys this deck if I didn't think that it was something that you guys could learn from it. Now, by all means, take this deck, run with it, add some of your own into it. But those of you that are looking to build a custom deck and you are interested in PIKAROM, then maybe you could take this deck as a foundation and go from there. I'm very fond of aggressive decks. I have a lot of other decks that I like to use that have a very aggressive style for the standard format. So if this is a video that you guys are interested in and you like, or if you gain any knowledge from this, I would appreciate it if you guys would hit the like button, comment below, let me know what kind of other decks you would like to see, and I will get on that for you. We are in the Pokemon section right now, guys, and I'm going to show you the Pokemon that I use in this deck, and I'm going to give you the reasons why afterwards. So I've got one Eevee, and this is a search card, but it also serves as a backup card in case I run into some blockers like a Decidueye or an Altaria or something like that where I can't get my V's or my GXs off, guys. And this is a search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. I've only got one of those in there, and I've got one Jolteon to evolve from this. And this is, as long as this Pokemon is in your active Pokemon, or is your active Pokemon rather, whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. And these damage counters, guys, when your opponent attaches an energy and you start putting damage counters on because he's your active Pokemon, they can add up really quick, guys. So these are good to have, and I have 2 of those. Oh, I'm sorry, I take that. And I have 1 of those in this deck, guys. And of course, I've got a Stellar Wish Jirachi. Guys, it wouldn't be a bad idea if you wanted to put 3 of these and no Eevee or Jolteon. That's completely up to you. If you want a more aggressive deck, then you could go that route. But those of you that don't know, the Stellar Wish Jirachi is when you have him in your active spot, his ability is once during your turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is active, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a trainer card you find there, put it into your hand, shuffle, put the other cards back, and your Pokemon is now asleep. And of course you'll flip your coin and try to get your Pokemon back awake. But the whole key here is, guys, is you get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck, plus you get to pull a trainer card you find there and put them into your hand, guys. That's epic, especially if you don't have any trainer cards. If you've got a really crappy deal and you don't have a trainer card, or you're looking for a specific trainer card and you don't want to mess around and have your only GX or one of your Vs out there in the active spot while you're powering him up, you can get this guy to pull in trainer cards every turn if you need to, guys. So I have one of those in this deck, guys, and then we're going to get right into the Pikachu and ZEKROM GXs. I've got 1, 2, 3 of these, guys. I'm playing 3 of the Pikachu and ZEKROM GX, and these are the ones with the Tag Bolt GX move on them. And for those of you that don't know, the full Blitz move is your bread and butter on this card. Believe me, it is your bread and butter, because your Tag Bolt, now, although it is very effective and it's not as hard to get powered up as you would think, it is a 6 energy move, guys. So you have to have 6 electric energy on here to get your Tag Bolt off successfully, or at least the way that you really want to use it and that it's fully intended to be. And what it'll do, guys, is it'll attack for 200, plus if you have those extra 3 on there, you will get 170 damage to one of their bench Pokemon. So that's a possible 2 knockout right there, guys. That's a possible 3 card prize, even 4 card prize if you get to play it right, if not more. That's a killer move, guys. That's what makes this deck so scary to go up against. Now, back to the full Blitz, guys. The full Blitz is a 3 energy charge, so you do have to have 3 lightning energy to put on there before you get it. Not only does it hit for 150, guys, but when it hits, you get to search your deck for up to 3 energy cards and put those on a benched Pokemon of your choosing. So if you can get your active Pikachu and ZEKROM powered up and have another Pikachu and ZEKROM on your bench, you can hit and then have your backup Pikachu and ZEKROM already powered up with 3. That's right. And there is no cooldown on this move like, say, your Zacian. Yes, it is a bigger hit. Zacian's hitting for like 200 and something, but he has that cooldown. This guy doesn't. Plus, he is charging up your bench Pokemon. You don't know how many. I have countless victories to where I am not even knocking their Pokemon out. I'm just charging up my bench, and the opponent gets so overwhelmed with seeing all those energy on my bench Pokemon that they quit, and what do we do on my channel, guys? We give a shout out to all the quitters out there, guys. That's right. We got to love the quitters, guys. And then we're going to go straight into a Tapu Koko Prison with the Dance of the Ancients ability, guys. And I'm going to throw one of those in there. Where this guy shines, guys, is on the bench. You want to get him on the bench because he has an ability that you can use once where during your turn, before your attack, this Pokemon is on your bench. You can choose 2 of your benched Pokemon and attach an energy card from your discard pile to each of those Pokemon. From your discard pile, guys. And that doesn't count with your turn where you can, attach your energy on that turn as well, guys. So that's a big play. All right, guys, and then he is going to exit your bench, and you don't have to worry about him getting hit with a subsequent, move from your opponent and knocking him out on your bench. And I also like him in there, guys, for a backup or a fallback Pokemon if I need a 1 prize Pokemon out there, because my opponent's powered up and he's getting ready to swing, and I really don't want my opponent to get a GX prize or even a V prize. I'm going to throw him in there and sacrifice him. I have 1 Raichu and Alolan Raichu GX. And now I have switched this out many a times, guys. And what I've done is I've switched out and I've played with 2 of these and no Morpeko here, or 1 of them and a Morpeko. And I don't use the Alolan Raichu and Raichu tag team that much, but if you have him on your bench and for some reason you can't get your Pikachu and ZEKROMs, this is a very fierce card, guys. Let's take a look at it. So you've got 3 energy moves, right? So what this one's going to do is it's going to do a tandem shock. So you're going to have 2 electric and one regular energy, guys. If this Pokemon was on the bench and became your active Pokemon this turn, this attack does 80 more damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. I don't know what is going on with my tongue tonight, guys, but I cannot get these words out. But we're going to keep powering through it, guys. So what that's going to do, guys, is that's going to hit for 160. Bam. That's a big hit, regardless, if he comes right off your bench. So if you got this guy powered up from one of your, say, Pikachu and ZEKROM hits, and you get your 3 energy off of it, and you put it on this guy, and then you have a switch in your hand, boom, you can switch and get a big hit for 160 right after that. Another backup Pokemon, which is a Morpeko, guys. And the reason I did this is the same as the Eevee. You've got to have those one, in my opinion, if you want a well-rounded deck, you've got to have those one prize Pokemon in there, and not necessarily evolution Pokemon, to like if you're playing, say, a Decidueye deck or something like that. You want to have a decent Pokemon that doesn't have to evolve multiple times and can still do some damage to your opponent's game. Let's take a look at his Torment ability, guys. You get to choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon attacks during your opponent's next turn, and he can't use that attack, guys. So what you can do is you can throw him in there. Not only is his retreat cost 1, his Torment's 1, but he's also a 1 prize Pokemon, guys. That's a big deal. You can take that big hit away from, say, Zacian if you have to, and then retreat out with that same 1 energy the very next time if you need to, guys. And then we're going to get straight into your man Pikachu. That's right, guys. I also play with 2 Pikachu V's in here, guys, and this is the one with the charge attack. Okay, so what you're going to do on this charge attack is you put 1 energy on there, guys, and then you use this move for your turn. You get to search your deck for 2 more, stack them up there, and he's ready to go for a Thunderbolt next round. Now, I repeat, that is next round, guys. You have to pass your turn there. But if you can lead with this Pikachu V, it's only a 2 prize card. He's got 190 HP, which is respectable, and you're swinging on your next turn with a 200 hit. I've won games after games after games with this card alone, guys, and that's why I've got 2 of those in there. All right, guys, that's the lineup for Pokemon. I'm going to go back through them real quick so you can just have a good look at the lineup. That's right, guys. That's the A-team, guys. All right, guys, what good is a fistful of awesome Pokemon if you don't have awesome trainers to go with it, guys? Let's run through these trainers real quick. Now, keep in mind, trainer cards, they're ever evolving. They're ever switching out for me, guys. If I find a combination that I don't like too well, I will switch it out. I'll put some in, pull some out on different occasions, but this is what I have found to work best for me at the moment, guys. We've got 1 Cherish Ball in here. You're going to search your deck for a Pokemon GX. Boom, right there. Pikachu, ZEKROM, tag team on your bench, ready to go. 1 Cherish Ball, guys. We've got 2 energy retrievals in here. When you're playing those Pikachu Vs and you're discarding 3 energies, you're going to need these, guys, to get those energies back out of your discard pile. All right, so I've got 2 of those in here. Everybody knows the dreams that have been crushed by this card, guys. Every time somebody flips this card onto my Pokemon, they are stealing energy like it was Halloween and somebody's trick-or-treating and I said, give me the trick. Because you are flipping a coin, and if you get heads, you're pulling any energy off one of their cards, guys. These are great to have to disrupt their game. You got to have these disruptor cards in there. The Koga's Trap, the Crushing Hammer, those are good cards to throw in there to kind of throw a wrench into their game, especially if you're struggling and you're not drawing the cards you need. These cards right here will help you get your foot back in the door and possibly squeak out that win, guys. I've got 3 Crushing Hammers in this deck. We're going to have 2 regular switches, guys. Now, these are item cards. You can still play a supporter and the item card, guys. So a lot of people will play 4 of these. I've got 2 because I've got other trainers that I like as well, guys. So we're gonna go with 2 of those. We all know what switch does, and if you've got an electric deck, you gotta have your electromagnetic radar, guys. You're gonna discard 2 of your cards, and then you're gonna search your deck for any 2 GX or EX. There's your 2 Pikachu ZEKROM tag teams right there, guys. Get them on. You've got to run this deck with 2 of them active at all times to get that combo going. You got to get those powered up, guys. So this card you're going to look for, and I will run 3 if not 4 of these in my deck to make sure I've got my Pikaroms on the bench at all times, guys. This card right here, one of the best cards that you're going to play in this format, guys, in this deck. When you're versing those heat decks, anytime you see somebody with a fire deck, a Charizard deck, anything that has to do with that damn giant hearth, you want this stadium card. This thing basically it voids whatever stadium card comes after this. All right, so if they want to, you throw this chaotic swell down, they throw a giant hearth, it does not count. They don't get to use it. I have at least 2 of these in there. I've played with more. It just depends, because if you don't run into those heat decks, guys, and you run into other decks, these will take up valuable space that you might need for draw cards. So I found that 2 works best for me, sometimes 3. Just depends, guys, but put that chaotic swell in there. We've got a Bill's analysis. These are all search cards that we're looking at here. You're going to look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You can get 2 trainer cards there. 2, guys. You're looking at the top 7. You're getting information, and you're pulling 2 trainer cards. I've got 2 bidets. This right here for the standard format, guys, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, I recommend you play this deck in the standard format. If you're going to play this exact deck, play it in the standard format. It performs the best there. You attach a basic energy card from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon. So not only do you get your regular attachment for your turn, but Bidet gets to put another one on there. That's 2 energies on your Pikarom right there, 1 round next time they're swinging, guys. This is a really good card to have, and I've got 2 of those in there. We've got another draw card, draw 3, hop. You got to have those draw cards, guys. All right, guys, so next card we've got is Marnie, guys. I play 3 Marnies, I believe, 3 Marnies in this deck, and we all know what Marnie does. This is a card that is a staple in a lot of hands because you get to disrupt the other player's hand by making them reshuffle their cards into their deck. They shuffle their cards, put them on the bottom of their deck. Okay, so if you just seen them, electromagnetic radar to, I'm sorry, if you just seen them build analysis 2 trainer cards, and before they can use them next turn, Marnie, they got to put those suckers back on the bottom of their deck. You get a fresh 5, they only get 4. A lot of people, I know everybody knows how this goes, because anytime I draw specific cards, I get Marnied. A lot of people play 4. I've got 3 of these in this particular deck. We're using Blues Tactics for another draw card. At the end of this turn, draw until you have 8. This is great for right off the bat, or anytime you have low numbers, like you've just stacked 2-3 Pokemon out on your bench, you've attached an energy, you've thrown a Crushing Hammer, you've only got 1 or 2 Pokemon cards left. At the end of this turn, you get to draw 8. Next turn, you got a fresh set to go. This is a great card to use. I've got 1, 2 Misty's Determination in here, guys. And I know we all know this card. We all know this pose. We all know Misty. You're going to discard a card from your hand, and then you get to look at the top 8. So you're getting information. You know what cards are in your deck, plus you get to pick one of them and put them in your hand, guys. One of them. We've got Professor's Research. Everybody knows what these are, guys. We're playing, oh goodness, we got 1, 2, 3 of these in this deck as well, guys. And the reason is you need to be able to get into your deck and get those cards that you need. Now keep in mind, you are discarding your hand here, guys. You're discarding your hand, and then you are drawing 7. So you got to keep an eye on how many cards you got left. You don't want to draw yourself dead with the Professor's Research, but those are great to have. Now back into some switch cards, guys. You got to be able to switch your Pokemon out without retreating. You got to be able to keep those energies on there at all costs. This is a switch your active Pokemon plus draw. Okay, now I've played decks that I have with 2, 3 of these bird keepers in there. I've only got 1 in this one, but that is because I've got a lot of other draw cards. So keep in mind, you're going to want to switch, plus you get to draw 3 with the bird keeper. We've got boss's orders. Everybody knows the boss's orders. I believe I've got 3 or 4 of these in here. 3 boss's orders in this deck. And this is a lifesaver. Everybody knows this played. You got to have these. Most people will play 4. I found 3 works for me. And you get to switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. So if they've got Babe Ruth at the plate and he's fitting a baseball bash your Pokemon and you ain't quite powered up, we got to switch him out of there, guys. You got to switch him out of there. You got to get him out of there. And then another switch card, guys, Mallow and Lana. Not only is this a switch card, and now you guys will see a pattern here. I've got 2 regular switches. I've got a Bird Keeper, and then I've got Mallow and Lana also. The Bird Keeper is a draw switch. This one is a possible heal switch as well. You can just switch right here, or you can discard 2 cards from your hand and heal 120 damage and get a switch, guys. This is a lifesaver card. I've got 3 of these in here. This is a primary switch card I use, especially when you are doing battle. You know, you've got hit markers flying everywhere. This thing will get rid of those. And the last of the trainer cards, guys, is 2 big charms. I see a lot of people use a lot of these cards, and they can be very effective, guys. They really can. So you'll just have to figure out what you like best. But I found 2 big charms to get on. I try to put these on my Pikaroms. I'll have 1 active and 1 getting powered up for that tag bolt, and you get these on both of them. They're both getting a plus 30 HP, which is a big help, especially if you're going up against a weakness. Now we are going to get into the energy, guys. I have 14 energy in this deck. And I honestly feel like I could probably put 2 more in on this. Some people are like, that's way too much. You know how it feels when you're playing and you don't get to draw, you can't draw energy. I've had days on here with this exact deck where I'm struggling to find energy, and I've got 14 in there, guys. I've got decks that's got 17, 19 energy in there. Those are very aggressive decks, though, so it's going to go one way real fast or the other. This one's kind of in the middle, guys. It's kind of in the middle, so we've got 14 energy, and that, my friends, is the Pikarom deck that you're going to see me use against you in PTCGO. All right, guys, so I did it. I showed you what I had in the trunk. You didn't have to bring the dogs. You didn't have to get the warrant. I showed you what was going on. That is a very good custom deck to start out with, guys. So if you're looking to build a Pikarom deck, try that out. Maybe you'll tweak a few cards. Maybe you'll take a couple Pokemon out and put some others in. Whatever fits your style of play better. That's a very aggressive deck, but it also has some back doors. Either way, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to check out my Pikarom deck, guys. A lot of people don't show you what they play with. I love the game so much that I want to help get other people into it, guys. And yes, I am a competitive player, but I like to have fun first and foremost, guys. You will find me streaming on this exact channel, PTCGO, all the time, guys. We do late night streams. I'm Central Time Zone, US, but we also do some daytime daytime streams as well, guys. We do pack openings on this channel. We do all kinds of fun stuff on this channel, guys. So if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you can come back, hang out with me. I play with subscribers all the time. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to get on here and play with you guys. Guys, I want to thank you for the support that you have shown thus far. This is a new channel to us. We've got our Yak Daddy channel that we do all the outdoor stuff, the fishing, the camping, the survival stuff that we've had for several years. This, though, is another passion of ours, along with our card openings and stuff like that that we do on this channel. So it's been a blessing to get to start this and do this with you guys, and have such a good response with this also. And if you like this kind of video, comment below and let me know what kind of deck you want to see me build and show you. We always leave by telling you guys to make every day count, guys. You never know when it's going to be your last, so you want to make sure that you make every day count. Life is a blessing, guys. It is a blessing to get to live and breathe on this beautiful earth. So be kind to one another. Show love to one another. There's enough hate and negativity out there. It's just, there's no need for it, guys. Let's have fun. Spread the love. Make every day count, guys. I'm Yak Daddy. This is the Yak Fam. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.